A very good evening to you once again. You're joining with us on Prime TV News. Here are the stories making your headlines tonight. The President instructs to formulate a pension scheme for banks, corporations and statutory board employees. Petrol price has been slashed by 15 rupees from midnight today. Vasantha Karanaguda sends a letter of demand to Sarath Fonseca, demanding 500 million rupees. And on news overseas, Russia's oil transit deal with Ukraine is likely to cut supplies to 3 EU member countries. Moving on to news in detail, we start out with news here at home. The President has instructed officials to formulate a pension scheme for employees of government banks, corporations and statutory boards.
මේ රටේ සියලුම සංස්ථා සේවකයන්ට මණ්ඩල මාණ්ඩලික සේවයන්ට පෙන්ෂන් නැති ලබන 27 වෙනිදායි පස්සේ ලබන අපි හදන ආණ්ඩුව තුල ඕනු මේ රටේ පෙන්ෂන් කාර්යයන් බවට පත් කිරීමේ වැඩපිළිවෙල මම ක්‍රියාත්මක කරනවා.
The President said that this scheme will be implemented from the 27th of next month. He stressed that it is not adequate to merge land alone. A process should be launched to unite people's hearts. He noted that peace and development are interconnected. The President expressed these views at a meeting held with representatives of bank employees' unions in the North Central Province. The meeting was held at the President's house in Matara. The President further stated that he always protected bank employees.
Ceylon Petroleum Corporation announced that the price of a litre of petrol will be reduced by 15 rupees with effect from midnight today. In a communique issued by the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation, its chairman Major General Ashoka Thoradini said that the retail selling prices of Lanka petrol 90 octane has been reduced to 115 from 130 rupees. Meanwhile, Lanka petrol 95 octane is dropped to 133 from 148 rupees. This reduction will greatly benefit the transport sector. You're watching Prime TV News, still at home. Retired Navy Commander Admiral Vasantha Karanaguda has sent a letter of demand to former Army Commander General Sarath Fonseca, demanding 500 million rupees. Attorney to Admiral Karanaguda, Atula Priyadashana De Silva, has stated in the letter that former Army Commander made a malicious statement in an interview held with a private TV channel, tarnishing the reputation of Admiral Karanaguda, who held a position of high responsibility between 2005 to 2009. It further says that the comments were misleading the public. Accordingly, he has demanded 500 million rupees as damage. The attorney has also informed that on failure to do so, legal action would be taken. Moving on, Governor of the Northern Province, G.A. Chandrasiri, has stated that curfew will be lifted from Jaffna with effect from the 31st of this month.
People of Jaffna are very happy with the present security situation as well as the normal situation which prevails in the peninsula. After taking this situation into consideration, on our request, the second defense has taken a decision to lift the curfew indefinitely from Jaffna Peninsula with effect from 31st December. As the Governor of the Northern Province, on behalf of the people of Jaffna, I take this opportunity to give my sincere thanks and appreciation to His Excellency the President Mahendra Rajapaksa, the Chairman of the Presidential Task Force for the Development of Northern Province, Honorable Basil Rajapaksa, and also the second defense, Mr. Kotabe Rajapaksa.
Minister Susil Premajan said that the President has fulfilled the promises made in the Mahinda Chintana manifesto. Addressing a news briefing held in Colombo this morning, he said that the opposition candidate is gradually distancing himself from the public since he entered politics. Minister Susil Premajan said that the president has not betrayed the people's trust. He is contesting for the second term as a leader who has won the confidence of the people. The opposition candidate has made controversial statements since he addressed the first news briefing. The statement he made to the Sunday Leader newspaper has been a topic of public discussion. JVP supporters who were provoked by the arrest of Venerable Dambara Amilathera have attacked a group of UPFS supporters. The Bandaragama visiting magistrate ordered the monk to be further remanded until 8th of January when he was once again produced before courts. Dambara Amilathera functioned as the president of the Patriotic National Centre affiliated to the JVP. He was arrested by the Criminal Investigations Department on complaints of soliciting cash from people to send them abroad for employment. A group of JVP supporters who were angered by the magisterial order attacked a group of UPFS supporters who were protesting against the treacherous statement made by the opposition candidate. 20 years have elapsed since the era of terror during which thousands of young lives were lost to the nation.
The dark era that was created in the last part of the 80s shattered the dreams of innocent youth due to the activities and requirements of several political parties. Young girls and boys who lacked any knowledge of politics were burnt on heaps of tires and were buried in locations that were hidden from people's view without any knowledge of their friends or loved ones. The parents of those who disappeared during 1987 to 1990 held a march from the Pigeon Island in Mathura and reached the Mathura Bodhya, where they offered floral tributes. They said that the UNP and the JVP destroyed the country by forming rival camps during that period, and now they have teamed up to destroy the country once again.
Sri Lanka's permanent representative to the United Nations in New York, Dr. Palitha Kohana, has been appointed as the co-chairperson of the UN Working Group to study issues related to the conservation of marine biological diversity. The other co-chair, Dr. Lieslet Linzad, is the legal advisor to the Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Netherlands. The working group is to study issues related to the conservation and sustainable use of marine biological diversity beyond areas of national jurisdiction. It was established by the UN Secretary General following the adoption of the UN Resolution on Oceans and the Law of the Sea. The working group is mandated to study and provide recommendations to the UN General Assembly on related issues around the world. The appointment is for the third meeting of the UN Working Group, which will take place in 2010. Still at home, the construction work on the Colombo-Katunayaka Expressway is now in progress. The work, which had come to a standstill, was resumed under the Mahinda Chintana manifesto. The road running from Paliagoda to the Katunayaka International Airport is 25 kilometers in length. The total expenditure of the project has been estimated at 15 billion rupees. With the completion of the expressway, time consumed to reach the airport will be minimized to 20 minutes. The superhighway will link the mega economic centers across a vast area of the country, contributing to boost the national economy. That's it in the local scene. Up next is Prime World.